Hey kids, we're entering Glenbeulah, Wisconsin. It is a village in Sheboygan County. Population 463 as of the 2010 census. It is included in the Sheboygan, Wisconsin Metropolitan Statistical Area, and it is located on the Mullet River. Gas in Glenbuelah, $2.79. They've got a bar. I think that's a bar, Fudge Knuckles. Fudge Knuckles. We're going to eat at Fudge Knuckles. Yes, that is Fudge Knuckles. This is the downtown area here. Not much of a downtown area. A post office called Glenbeulah has been in operation since 1860. Glenbeulah is named from its setting in a glen and in honor of Beulah, the mother of a railroad contractor. As of the 2010 census, there were 463 people, 194 households, and 134 families living in the village. The population density was 680.9 inhabitants per square mile. The racial makeup, here's a nice little park here. The racial makeup of the town, 98.7% white, 0.2% Native American, 0.4% from other races, and 0.6% from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 1.1% of the population. So we're coming towards the, I believe, northern side of Glenbeulah right now. 55% were married couples living together, 7.2% had a female householder with no husband present, 6.2% had a male householder with no wife present, and 30.9% were non-families. 22.2% of all households were made up of individuals, and 9.7% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. Median age in the village was 41.4 years. 22% of residents were under the age of 18. 5% were between the ages of 18 and 24, 27.8 were from 25 to 44, 33 were from 45 to 64, and 12.1 were 65 years or older. The gender makeup of the village, 50.8% male, 49.2% female. Median income for a household in this village is $42,656. Males had a median income of $32,411 versus $20,568 for females. None of the families and 1.9% of the population were living below the poverty line, including nobody under 18, and 10.3% of those over the age of 64. That right there on the left is the old school. That is the Glenbeulah High School. We'll be stopping there in a moment. It's a nice little church on the right. Notable people, there's 5 listed here. Unfortunately, they're all representatives, state assembly people, politicians, you know, the kind I don't like to talk about on my small towns, so we won't. So this is the old Glenbeulah School that was built in 1916. It was a high school. It says it right on the... Now it says no trespassing. I don't know if that includes the schoolyard here. I mean, obviously I'm not going to try to go in the building. Just walk around it a little bit here. However, this building here is reportedly very haunted. There have been paranormal tours given here. I haven't seen anything recently, but there used to be a group that gave paranormal tours here, and they actually last summer of 2023, had a paranormal conference held here, and they had some pretty big names attend this in the paranormal world. I believe Jason Hawes from Ghost Hunters was one of them. I've looked online and I haven't seen anything recent as far as having paranormal tours or ghost tours or investigations or anything like that, so I don't know what happened That's the Glenbeulah Old High School that is supposedly very, very haunted. I think that's a little gymnasium right there next to it. It's a neat building. Very cool. Maybe if they have investigations start up again, maybe I'll look into doing one. It's not, I don't think you can investigate it yourself as a group. You have to pay. It's one of those pay to investigates, and you're with a bunch of other people. That's not my thing. Honestly, I don't like having to pay to investigate any place. So as we leave the school, Glenbeulah School, I don't know, it doesn't really look creepy on the outside, but I suppose if you're in there in the dark, it could be creepy. Let's check out some more Glenbeulah, shall we? Now we're coming into Glenbeulah from the east. That's a dead end. So, that's what happens when you don't pay attention, boys and girls. You end up at dead ends. And a beautiful view of, I think it's a river, or is it a lake? I don't know. It's a beautiful looking lake. The mill pond. Okay, that's the old mill pond. Oh, well, look at that. That house right there says The Mill, Glenbeulah. Must be a residence right now. Is that cool? Established 1857. Wow, that is neat. I wonder if that's like a bed and breakfast, or if that's a residence. I think it's a residence because there's a dog on the property staring at me. Wow, that's pretty neat though. See what happens when you turn down these side streets? I probably wouldn't even have turned down this street, to be honest with you, if I saw the dead end sign, and I would have missed that. So sometimes it pays to drive down dead end roads. Little church on the right here in the corner. Zion Lutheran. What church is this? What's this? What's this? A church in a steeple. What's this? What's this? It holds all the people. We are in Glenbeulah. We are at Walnut Grove Cemetery. Now this cemetery is a very old cemetery, but it's supposedly a very haunted cemetery as well. Now, last time I tried coming up here, I saw the no trespassing sign. I thought it meant you can't even come to this cemetery anymore. But apparently you still can. But be respectful. I mean, if you come here, please, I beg of you, please be respectful. It's kind of interesting because it's in the middle of this wooded area off a winding path outside of Glenbeulah. If you can hear it's windy, so the trees are rustling, so it gives that added creep factor to it. But this place is very, very old and supposedly very, very haunted as well. Fortunately, there's tombstones right here as you first walk in that have been knocked down or have fallen over. These are old. I mean, it's an old cemetery. I think it says 06 that person passed. We've got, this must be a newer gravestone because she passed in 1870. Ooh, that's old. She passed in 1861. It's definitely got a creep factor. I can definitely see people thinking it's haunted. Creepy? Yes. Haunted? I don't know. I really don't think cemeteries are haunted. Why would your resting place, your final resting place, be where you haunt? Lots of old graves. You know, it's too bad because I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Glenbeulah Police Department, if they even have one, I don't know, probably has to waste a lot of time and resources to, you know, defend this place and stop people from coming here at night and being stupid. This one's pretty interesting. It's got a finger pointing up to the heavens, I guess. A lot of tombstones are down here, and I don't know if that's from people being stupid and disrespectful. I hope not. Man, oh man. Such old tombstones. Oh, somebody put a wreath on that one right there. That's nice. Now, supposedly this particular stone here is of interest. Apparently people have said they've seen a shoe appear on here. Again, I don't know. You know, is it haunted? Possibly. I don't know. There's an old Beck stone right there. That's just been destroyed by time. You know, it's a really creepy looking cemetery, really old cemetery, but it's still, you have to be respectful. You really need to be respectful at these kinds of places and not do silly things. I mean, to come here at night, I was one of those kids that would probably do it too if I was younger. I'm hoping it's the passage of time that knocked all these tombstones over. But who knows, you know, it could be people that just being silly. And that's too bad. Don't be disrespectful, folks. This grave right here, Gracie Ballman, or Grace Ballman, she was only 5 days old when she passed. As I was coming around the corner up here, I noticed another car, and it turned out to be another YouTuber. Another YouTuber was here checking it out. So we stopped and talked for a little bit. That's an interesting grave right there, looking like a tree trunk. And that's not a big cemetery at all. Maybe a couple football fields. There's a couple more graves that are torn up or knocked over or due to the passage of time. There's another tree trunk gravestone there. So this is Walnut Grove Cemetery, folks, in Glenbeulah. Supposedly, allegedly haunted. Do I think it's haunted? I don't know. I do know this much. If people come out here and do stupid things while people are trying to rest for eternity and be at peace, maybe I'd want to come out and haunt you too. I don't know. It's very quiet here. Very peaceful. That's going to do it for this episode of Road Trips with Yogi from Walnut Grove Cemetery in Glenbeulah. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Those are all free to do. However, if you'd like to support this channel, you can do it two ways. www.patreon.com/Road Trips with Yogi. Or you can become a member on the YouTube channel. This is Yogi. Take care of yourselves, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. And until the next episode, folks, I'm out of here. Goodbye, Walnut Grove Cemetery. And just like that, we're back into civilization again. Why does my car smell funky all of a sudden? Was I stepping in poop? I don't know. My car smells like poop. And we're out of Glenbeulah. Goodbye, Glenbeulah. See you later.